with another live stream. You heard? So the man, Errol Spence, was talking about. He was talking with Sports Illustrated magazine, and they were basically asking him about the possibilities of fellas like Floyd Mayweather coming back to boxing. And the man, Errol Spence, he feels that yeah, Floyd Mayweather might come back to boxing. You know what I mean? He says, I'm gonna read you some quotes from what the man Errol Spence told. Um, he said he wouldn't be surprised if the man Floyd Mayweather came back to boxing. I'll read you some quotes of what he told Sports Illustrated. He says, it's in his blood. I mean, it's something he's been doing since he was 5 years old. So I think the spotlight and just being under those bright lights, it's like a drug to him. He's addicted to it. A guy like him, he's been everywhere. He's done everything. So I think, just the regular life gets boring. Just like with a lot of older fighters, they come back and they're older and want to fight again because just laying around the house, doing nothing, that gets old. He wants to train. He wants to work out. He likes the build up to the fight. So he might come back. Usually they do. Most of them do. Yeah. I see Charlie Brown and 1224529 in the chat. They both say what up, man. What's happening with y'all? Thanks for coming through, listening. You check it. Just talking about Errol Spence and Floyd Mayweather, And let me finish reading the quotes. Most of them do. It says, what he says. I've thought about it before. Spence says, who doesn't, especially he's in my wake. No, they asked him if he'd like to fight him, and he says, I've thought about it before. Spence says, who doesn't? Especially he's in my weight class. So in my era, he's the greatest fighter of my era. This is Floyd Mayweather's era right now. So I definitely thought about it, and that would be a great honor to fight Floyd Mayweather. Whoever beats Floyd Mayweather, if I beat Floyd Mayweather, that breaks social media. That breaks the web. The world stops for a second if Floyd Mayweather got beat. And people have been waiting for for so long for him to lose. It's just, it would be crazy. End quote. You check it? All right. Let me see what they're saying in the chat. All right. Charlie Brown says, big ups, B Marsh. Big ups to you. I'm Charlie Brown. Thanks for participating. 1224529 says nothing. Oh, he talking with Charlie Brown. Yeah. So look, hey man, Floyd Mayweather, don't do it, man. Don't do it, kid. This kid Errol Spence will bruck you up, man. That fella's Errol Spence is a bad man. On the real, that's how he got his legend grew. From them sparring sessions he had with fellas like AB, allegedly knocking AB out on his feet, you know what I mean? Allegedly giving giving Floyd Mayweather a black eye in sparring. You check it. And then Floyd allegedly kicking him out the boxing gym, you know what I'm saying, and then bringing him back because Floyd was in his feelings. Look, man, hey, don't do it. Don't do it, Floyd. Hey, just stay 50-0. Just stay in the background, you know what I mean? Don't even come back and fight no fellas like Saddam Ali. Don't do it, man. Just stay where you at, man. It's a whole different era right now, man. I said like this. This was years ago. If Floyd Mayweather fought Manny Pacquiao, I have no more criticism. I can't say nothing bad about him. Them fellas did what he has to do in boxing, and that was the only fight that I was waiting for him to fight. You know what I mean? Fellas like Errol Spence, man, will break him up, man. There comes a time, where the young gun, no matter how good you are, you know what I mean? No matter how good you are, you're gonna meet your that match. You're gonna meet that young boy who's hungry, who's ready for that to make that next stage. You know what I mean? Look at fellas like Manny Pacquiao and Oscar De La Hoya. You know, a lot of people picked De La Hoya to win that fight. Manny Pacquiao's jumping up 2 weight classes. Man, Pacquiao seized the opportunity, boy. You know what I mean? He seized the opportunity and he went for the kill. You know, if Pacquiao didn't fight the guy De La Hoya, then he was looking at a fight with the guy Edwin Valero, you know, the Venezuelan kid who killed himself and killed his wife, a wife beater, you know. And it's funny how people always talk about that guy Edwin Valero in high lore. Oh my gosh, he was a great fighter. Look at his record. Oh, the man was like 27-0, 27 KOs. Oh, he was such a great guy. Damn shame. Oh, you know, but the guy, you know, I like Valero, man, but that guy wasn't a good guy. You know, the man beating his wife. The man killed himself. The man was a habitual wife beater. But when they always bring up stuff about Floyd, you know, they always bring up that stuff about Floyd from his one incident with that, well, not with Miss Jackson, with the Shantae, with the baby, one of his baby mothers. You know what I mean? Yeah, Charlie Brown. Valero is a crazy dude, man. You know, just look at them fellas. Yeah, just like Carlos Monzon. Yep. You check it. Yeah, you know. Yeah, exactly. 1-2-2-5-2-9. Look at Cotto. Exactly. Look at what happened to Cotto, man. I don't think there's a lot of people who picked the man Saddam Ali to do what he did against Cotto, man. I sure as hell didn't see it coming. Saddam Ali hadn't fought at that weight class before. I've seen Saddam Ali. I was there live when he got sparked out by Jesse Vargas at the DC Armory. I seen his comeback fights after that, and he looked lethargic and he didn't look good. So nobody gave him a shot, man. But, you know, the older guard, man, sooner than later, something going to happen. Look at Pacquiao and Jeff Horn. Something going to happen. Look at even fellas like Pernell Whitaker's last couple fights, man. His last fight of his career. The man came back as an old dude. He was kind of out of shape and fought a nobody. And he lost that fight, you know. So I'm not saying your career will be tarnished, but those are things we will not forget. We won't forget that loss you took to a nobody. You know, and Errol Spence is not a nobody by no means, you know, but don't do it, man. Errol Spence will bruck you up, and he's going to seize that opportunity, and he's going to win that fight. If that fight happened, I'm going to pick the man, Errol Spence. I am. Floyd is a better, more technically sound fighter, better defender, but Errol Spence is going to throw all that stuff out the window. He's going to put pressure, and if he cuts off the ring like he's supposed to, gets Floyd in positions like how Mike Donna had Floyd in round 2, man, Floyd got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, man. He's going to have to fight, and he's going to have to trade. And Floyd don't want to do that, you know what I mean? So I read this article. I just thought it was funny, you know, that Errol Spence is being asked these questions, and Errol Spence is answering them because, you know, Errol Spence is the one guy who I do think at this stage of his career right now has the best opportunity to beat a guy like Floyd if he does come back, you know what I mean? It's just a fact. Why you think fellas like Manny Pacquiao been avoiding guys like the real good young welterweights? You know what I mean? From Thurman to Errol Spence. You know what I mean? And even Terrence Crawford at 140. A guy was at 140. Manny Pacquiao was avoiding because he knows the inevitable, man. These guys are younger, hungrier dudes, man. No matter what kind of legend you are, you're going to meet your fate messing with these young dudes, man. You know what I mean? Even fellas like Sugar Ray Robinson, he took losses. He stayed in the game much longer than he should have, you know what I mean? Floyd, you know, them fellas Ray Robinson should not have been fighting past 1956. Yeah, fellas fought till like 63, taking losses to nobodies, man. So that's not what I want to see with fellas like Floyd Mayweather. Just stay where you at, 50-0. Call yourself TB all you want. I won't do it. I love Floyd Mayweather, though. You know what I mean? I watch it. Go back and watch his fights. Yeah, Chavez Senior too. You know what I mean? I see 1-2-2-5-2-9 says that in the chat. Yeah, Chavez Senior too. You know, that fella stayed in the game way too long. Roberto Duran, these guys stayed in the game way too long. James Toney, these guys still fighting. Roy Jones. We can't forget about what they did as far as in their prime. These guys were great fighters. But you got to know when to quit while you're ahead of the game. That's why, in my opinion, a guy like Prince Nassim got up out of there. Yeah, he lost to Barrera. He had one fight after that. I can't even remember the dude he fought. It was for an IBO title. Kane looked spectacular in that fight. And you knew, hey, man, it's time to get out the game, man, because these young dudes right now, especially with fellas like Pacquiao in the division at the time, it was at 126 at the time. Um, 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 Fellas like Morales and Floyd was lurking around too. Floyd had called him out. Don't do it. Yeah, Manuel Calvo, exactly, Charlie Brown. Yes, that guy. Yeah, you know, Prince Nassim knew, hey, man, don't do it, man. Don't do it. Yeah. Barrera stayed in the game a little too long, too, you know. Morales, too, man. But, you know, Morales did all right, man, against fellas like, I thought he beat Maidana as an older dude at 140 who, man, had a gut. You know what I'm saying? When he fought fellas like Danny Garcia, you know what I mean? You know, the first fight was a good fight. The second fight, man, he got damaged and he got out the game, you know. But Floyd Mayweather, don't do it, man. Errol Spence is that dude, you know. Errol Spence is a good fighter. Yeah, yeah. Morales was good still till his career, you know, till basically his last fight, you know what I mean, with Danny Garcia. But you know, Floyd Mayweather at this stage of his career, you know, I don't think he can mess with fellas like Errol Spence. Errol Spence is a hungry dog right now, and he's going to seize that opportunity, and he's going to do damage to Floyd. You know what I mean? I just think that's what's going to happen. If Floyd wins that fight, oh, my goodness, man. You just got to claim, man, he's one of the best and greatest fighters ever. You know, he's one of the best fighters I've ever seen in my lifetime. You know what I mean? You check it, you know, especially how the man, you know, man had a great career, you know what I'm saying? But I think Errol Spence is a dude who right now would give him a serious ass whooping, you know what I mean? Because the legend of Errol Spence grew from them sparring wars that he had at the Mayweather gym over there in Las Vegas, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, just had to let it be known one time, man. Don't do it, Floyd. Don't do it. Errol Spence is kind of trying to throw that bait. He's reeling you in. You know what I mean? Throwing that bait, you know what I mean? You know, but then don't do it, man. Don't do it because Errol Spence is not playing with these guys right now. You know what I mean? We'll see what happens with him on January 20th when he fights my guy from D.C. from the Headbangers over there in D.C. Lamont Peterson. You know, but we'll see how he looks. You know, I think you know, hey man, you remember years ago how there was also that legend of Lamont Peterson giving Floyd work in the gym too. You know what I mean? Remember when he was at 140? There was that legend of Lamont Peterson. Even before he was a world champion, before he beat Amir Khan, there was a legend of him giving the man Floyd Mayweather work in the gym. So, you know, this is a great matchup with Errol Spence and Lamont Peterson, you know. And I think Lamont Peterson will really test the man Errol Spence. You know, he just got to really protect his chin. You know what I mean? I'm not, you know. I've seen him on the canvas, you know, a few times, you know what I mean? I don't want to say the man ain't got a chin. You know, he's kind of chinny, you know. When he fought the guy Matisse, I don't know what happened in that fight, man. That fight was a total letdown for us in the D.C., Maryland area, man. You know, the whole city was riding with him, but, you know, I think Lamont Peterson, the body work, the boxing style, the slugging, brawling, and also fighting at distance, which he can do, and moving laterally, maybe he might give the man Errol Spence some problems, man. He's going to have to be a devastating counterpuncher too, man. Going to have to stop the man Errol Spence in his tracks. That's what he's going to have to do. But yo, B-March Boxing, I'm about to seal the deal on this live stream. Thanks for Charlie Brown. Big ups to Charlie Brown, my dude coming through in the chat. Big ups to 122529. Thank you, mama, for coming through in the chat. And I'm out. B-March Boxing. Leave your thoughts and comments, and I'll catch y'all on the next video. Peace. Bless up, Charlie Brown. Big ups.